I made 3 of my beats on my projects.
Do you have to add producer to your credit now too? Is that what I'm hearing right now?
I mean, I just tapped into it. I got my feet wet with it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's always fun to try it the first time. Like I'll sit here and just make beats and like I can do this.
Yeah. A close friend of mine was like, see if you can make your own beat. See what that sounds like, and that ended up being the single that I dropped. So I mean,
if the first one is a hit.
Just because the shoe fit don't mean it's mine though. You
True.
know what I'm saying? I just thought I'd try it out.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's fun making beats. I mean, it just opens up a new window of creativity.
Right.
You know, because like you just putting sounds together and beats and kicks, and it's just like, man, this could be dope or it could suck, but it's yours.
But it's mine. So if it's anybody that's gonna tell me that it's trash.
It's like, well,
at least
make one.
At least I can hear it first and
exactly.
be like,
yeah. At least you can just be like, well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, this is pretty fucking shitty.
Yeah. So Carol Drive, the mixtape, is coming up.
Yes, December 5th.
December 5th, that's coming soon.
Yes, it is.
What was the inspiration behind the name and the mixtape?
Okay, Carol Drive is everything. Carol Drive is my entire childhood, my adolescence. Carol Drive is first kisses. Carol Drive is crushes. Carol Drive is being raised by one of the strongest women I know, my grandmother. Carol Drive is house parties in apartments. Because you know exactly what I'm talking about. My grandma would come home and I would just have an apartment full of people and we would be having a party.
Look, I'll never forget those.
Yeah.
Those are the nights when we had to come home early and I was like, hey, no.
No, we're going to go to Breeze. We going over there. We're going over there. So, you know, Carol Drive, for me, is just, it's what I know. You know, all my family's gone now, not dead or nothing, but different states. Everybody's branched off. We're grown now. So this is me just kind of paying homage to that and being like, I love y'all. I am who I am because of y'all. Thank you. You know, I talk to my grandmother every day, and she didn't even know I really did music until my auntie showed her. And she calls and she said, I saw you perform and I heard you. I'm proud of you, Brianda. And that is what keeps me going. My grandma telling me that she's proud of me. You know, I want her to know that despite everything, you know, the trials and tribulations, me getting pregnant at 17 and having to be out here and figuring out on my own, moving out the house at 18, I want her to know that, you know, she did raise a genuine, loving person. You know, I've learned so much from her, and everything that she's ever taught us didn't go in vain, not one bit. So that's what Carol Drive is to me, and I'm really excited to get this project out because I feel like this is the most transparent that I've become since being an artist. You know, at first I would always be too scared, like, I shouldn't say this, or, oh no, I can't say that. How is someone gonna take this? And I was just going all the way around it, and I'm just like, just be you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's people that's gonna fuck with it. There's people that's not. It don't matter. You know, just be you.
It's your art at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, and I really had to learn to understand that concept because, you know, at first I was just like, a lot of people aren't gonna like it. Well, why don't people like it? Like, you're speaking for other people. Just do you, and the rest will happen. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now. And this is my first mixtape, because back in 2011 I tried to put out a mixtape and I just wasn't ready. I was very amateur in everything that I was doing. Still amateur and a baby now, but I've grown a lot too.
You put out a smaller project not too long ago, didn't you? Yeah, I remember, right?
That was 2011.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Was that long?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Around like 2011, 2012, I had like maybe 2 or 3 official tracks that I had dropped from that. And it was called Pay Attention. It's still on SoundCloud.
Yeah, okay.
It's still on SoundCloud, but it's under like my name. But I mean, those are cool little tracks, you know.
Starter tracks.
It's little starter tracks, but now that I'm here, I've grown more. I've experienced a lot. I've seen more. I'm ready to just be open about it, and then just keep going, all the way.
So Carroll Drive is just one big experience. Like
it is.
A lot of stories are gonna be told. There's gonna be a lot of fun. There's gonna be a lot of pain.
Yeah. I mean, and the stories are told within the music. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like too much. But I'm saying enough to where it's like, yeah, bitch, like I feel you right there. Like, yeah, that's that shit.
So somebody can relate.
Everybody, and that's one thing I love about myself as an artist. In my music, it's very universal. I'm not just reaching out to men. I'm not just reaching out to women. I'm reaching out to everybody as a whole. You know, I want it to just be relatable on all aspects. You know, I want people to hear it and be able to feel it and be like, I went through this. Like, damn, she went through this too. Like, yeah, nigga, I'm human too. You know what I'm saying? There's things that I feel I just have been blessed with the opportunity to lay it out differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, that pad and that pen, that is my therapist. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's as free as it gets. You know? So,
I ask a lot of artists from the OC this question, and I get very different answers. Being an artist from the OC and being around this scene, do you think Orange County, as opposed to LA County artists that are coming up, have a different vibe and feel?
That's a really good question.
Just because, you know, it is Orange County. Like, when you think of Orange County aesthetically, like, if you're not from here, you think of, like, the beaches, like, you know, rich, you know, come, you know, no problems, you know.
For me personally, like, nigga, like, I'm Black in Orange County still.
Yeah, you know?
Like, and I feel like people don't think about that, but, like, you know, we definitely didn't grow up hearing gunshots or, you know, the police being on our block every other minute. Like, when the police was out in Orange County, like, I'm from Fullerton, and we lived at the end of a cul-de-sac with a dead end, and, I mean, didn't shit happen. So when stuff was going on outside, we was all on the patio, like, the cops is here? Like, who did something over here? You know, I feel like, I wouldn't say like I have a different vibe, because at the end of the day, like, I'm still Black. I have to tap into that regardless of where I'm from. Because my grandma's from New Orleans. My family's not from California, so I have like a nigga mentality, Orange County or not. You know, I didn't really realize it until I got older. My grandma was very like militant in her ways. You know what I mean? So, like, we struggled, you know. Sometimes we didn't have no food to eat. Sometimes we just had to eat rice and beans, nigga. Sometimes, you know, we couldn't go to...
Rice and eggs.
I'm allergic to eggs, but okay.
For me.
Sometimes, you know, we couldn't go to school in brand new clothes because we didn't have it. So guess what? We're going right back down to the factory to you, get you something. You know, like the OG, like, you know what I'm saying, like that. We still struggled, like Orange County or not, like the struggle never escapes you, you know. But as far as musically for me, man. Yeah, I think it's different because LA rappers, a lot of LA cats that I know, they rap about, like, you know, they big homie and woo 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 and this person, and they lost this person at like 12. Nigga, I never lost nobody at 12. You know what I'm saying? My first friend died of an overdose, and that was my first death at 18. I was just getting out of high school. You got niggas facing fatalities like every other day. So it's definitely different.
I think that's what is crazy about being from the OC, because we experience things differently, but not, because as you stated, we are all Black in the OC, so we still face those setbacks, you know, but we also experience the same things because we're around a lot of white kids. We didn't really have a lot of white kids in Winter Park.
That's it. We were very diverse.
It was a very diverse thing. It was a very diverse place. And I feel like as a community there, we were kind of looked down upon. You know, because like surrounding schools were kind of nicer than ours. you know, surrounding neighborhoods were nicer than ours. And I feel like as an artist coming out of Buena Park, you know, you speak from the experience of being from Buena Park.
Right.
And Buena Park as a city in itself is just a whole nother thing. Because I notice it because, you know, I work in Westminster.
Mm-hmm.
So from Buena Park and that drive to Westminster, you're just like, damn, dude, Buena Park is kind of... It's not like Watts bad, but it's bad. You know, like, you know, the worst thing, and I say this to everybody, I was like, the worst thing that happens in Buena Park is we have like homeless people. Like,
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You know,
like nobody's like really robbing houses or,
you know, like
none of that shit.
Nothing. You
Nothing.
know, like it's not a bad area, but I mean, bad things do happen. But it's just because we just don't look, you know, we're just not the same as a Newport Beach.
And it's not in our face,
yeah,
like every day, you know. But again, like if I go to Huntington Beach right now, it's a bunch of white people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but that just goes to show you, like, it's Orange County, but there's different parts of it, just like within any city. You know what I mean? I'm black from Orange County, and I had said that in one of my songs. I'm from the OC, so they think that I'm spoiled and shit. Like, my grandma didn't come from the projects. Like, nigga, like, I still know what it is to be hungry, like, Orange County or not. And I think I think black people try to separate that. Like, you're an LA black person, you're an Orange County black person. Like, no, it's all still the same thing. Trust me. Especially if your family ain't making $100K a year. You know what I mean? Like, we still have to strive and do the best we can. I still got teased at school by other black kids for being too dark, or, you know, my braids being too big. Just stupid stuff.
I got teased for being too smart.
You know? Being nerdy. I'm telling you, man, 7th grade, I used to do this kid's science homework. He would pay me every week just to do his science homework, and I did it because I was smart like that. But I got made fun of, like, on 3 ways.
Man, why are you so smart? Like,
nigga, why you so dumb? Like, what are you talking about?
I'm trying to get out of school.
You know?
You know, like, it's small stuff like that. And I can see why people are kind of with this whole, like, racial and social injustice thing, where people look at it from both sides and it's like, well, I mean, you guys kind of do, you know, bring it upon yourselves. But, I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like, what's not right is still not right. You know?
Exactly. I feel like everybody's so focused on being right that we have taken out of the equation, like, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Like, at the end of the day, like, a lot of people just spew their opinions, and they come up with ideas in their minds that seem to be factual, and in reality they're not. And I used to very much be like that. Like, no, I'm right. Like, no. Did you do it? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's become more of a yes or no thing for me. Like, did you do... Okay, yes, no, all right, let's move on. You know, everybody else is like, well, don't nobody got time to be doing all that. Just take accountability. We're all adults. And move on. You know, agree to disagree and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
You know, people have made it this thing.
It's just, they're just making it bigger than it seems. Like, there's only, you know, like, we get it. Trust me, I'm the first one to say, there's a lot of ignorant niggas out there. We get it.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of ignorant white people and ignorant Mexicans and ignorant, like, everybody's ignorant.
It's just all on who you choose to be.
You know?
Yeah.
And people, when it comes to this argument in particular, only look at that side of it.
The
like,
ignorant side.
I mean, but you got this guy over here who's blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. I mean, who is he? You know, who is he?
Yeah.
That's just right from the street, bro. Like, yeah, okay. But what about all these other black kids or white kids? Because even white people get it too. Some white people do get it. Like, everybody gets outcasted. For what reason? I don't know.
They forget that, like, it's not just everybody white is uppity because you have your trailer park trash white people. Like, on some real shit. And I feel like they forget that. Like, y'all got niggas too. Y'all got niggas too. Okay? What's her name? Cousin Ashley. That's got her fourth baby with cousin Tyler.
I'm just saying.
You know?
It's
like
I feel like they don't look at their stereotypes as like such a big deal is because of how we pinpoint ours so much. Like we make movies about our stereotypes.
Right.
You know, like all of Tyler Perry's movies have Big Mama, the one ghetto cousin, you know, the baby mama. You know, we kind of glorify that with our music, art. You know, we glorify that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, every other race does it too, but we do it the most because to everybody else that's funny. Like I don't know how many times I've gotten the I'm gonna bring some watermelon to the party joke, or oh, let's go get KFC. Like it's just like, well, first off,
I like Popeyes. Okay, first of all,
I'm a Church's Chicken guy, by the way.
I like Popeyes. You know,
you know, like it's, you know,
it's funny because people. I don't think people go there with me just because of the way my voice sounds like. Because when I speak, it's like, oh, you don't sound like them. Well, what do you mean them? Like I'm not supposed to sound articulate. I'm supposed to be like, okay, girl, so you are like, that don't even sound right coming from me. Like it just sounds off. So I learned to just take it for what it is. Like, this is my voice. I'm gonna say motherfucker if I need to say motherfucker, and I'm gonna say nigga if I have to say nigga.
Right.
But
I mean, it's just how you were raised at the end of the day.
Right.
Like, you know, like any one of us can say improper shit or stupid shit if we want to, but
right.
We just choose not.
I just feel like they look for tone. They look for like that tone and that aggressiveness. But there's
People
nothing.
try to get it out of you.
There's nothing aggressive about my voice. Like nothing. Even when I'm like yelling, like my veins will pop out because I'm literally straining my voice, and my voice will be gone within that same setting because my voice isn't meant for yelling, like at all. So I feel like people don't try it with me because they hear me and they're like, oh, she's cool. I mean, I've met black chicks that do talk like that and are cool as fuck. Like, they just real though. Like, they talk like that.
That's just them.
But then I've met white girls that talk like that. And me, like,
I love white girls.
I met Mexican chicks that sound black. Like, damn, bitch, like, give me some of what you got, right? Because pretend to be me.
It's just like, I grew up around white boys. Like, my best friend is white.
Right.
I don't talk exactly like him, but I mean.
But you could tell that influence is like there.
Like, I'm just a chill, mellow. I mean, trust me, when I get mad, I get mad. Like, you know. And I cuss a lot anyway. Like, I'm not gonna add.
I know, I cuss like a sailor.
I cuss so much.
It's bad.
So I'm not gonna add to it with like this ghetto ass, like, you know.
Don't be belligerent. You know, nobody wants to deal with you and you're belligerent and over the top. It's kind of like, nigga, do you have to bring him or her?
Yeah,
like,
because people just start saying like, oh, here we go. Which is why I love Love and Hip Hop. Like, Love and Hip Hop was a guilty pleasure at first. Now I'm just like, oh, is it Monday yet?
I quit it because it was just too much. Like,
marathon right
like
now.
All the yelling was just like, oh, and you gotta keep up with people's lives. Like, bitch, I'm stressed out because I can't pay bills, and you stressed out because Stevie is in another country somewhere. I don't know. It just wasn't happening for me. It gave me. I'm getting a headache just talking about it.
like that show is just.
It's off the fucking chain.
Bananas, but you love it, and that's what I'm talking about. As far as like we just hoe out our culture, you know, like we kind of just was like, well, this is how we act, like, but on a like just much more.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah. And I feel like people watch that and it's like, well, don't get her mad, you know.
But it sucks though because it's not like that is like Black Hollywood now is such a fucking facade. Like Black Hollywood used to be tight. Like you remember we had movies like Boomerang, Waiting to Exhale.
Harlem Nights.
We had
Coming to America.
And then our TV shows. Come on, man.
Martin.
Not
living
even
single.
Not even that though. We had the Cosbys, the Huxtables.
You know.
Okay, let me tell you something. Black people were going to school and excited about being at universities. Now it's like, fuck university, nigga. I'm about to be a rapper. Like,
I'm about to be a SoundCloud rapper.
I'm about to be a SoundCloud rapper. You know what I mean? Like, it's become a thing more so of like a choice. Like, you should still be proud to like go back to college. Like, I plan to go back to college one day, just not right now. But it's just like, that was like the thing, like to be at a black university and be proud of it. And now it's like we don't keep that same standard. Like, you know, I loved It's a Different World. That was my shit.
Oh yeah, the
Dwayne,
college experience.
Dwayne.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Like when we had what else did we have? We had what was that show on BET? College Hill.
I love College Hill. That was like,
you know,
that was the black college real world.
But
like,
but it was cool though.
Like it had your drama like to the level of a real world, but it wasn't like ratchet like that. Like every episode.
But now,
yeah,
it's like we gotta see y'all fight like to the death.
Yeah, like if College Hill came out now, I'm almost certain. Yeah,
it would be bad.
Be like in like Atlanta somewhere, like
fucking going down.
Oh man.
So I don't know where the turn happened, but it happened tremendously, and like I'm not mad about it. Like you said, each generation kind of goes through their own thing. Every generation goes through it, you know. But it's just to people like us and others to get that message out. Like it's okay to just, you don't have to be that. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't have to have all of that to be you. Like, you're still you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we glorify having more than one nigga or more than one bitch. And like, no, what is great about that? I feel like we have become so accustomed to the drama that we don't even think twice about it.
Yeah.
You know, but be like, I'm tired. You tired of what? You dragging your own self through the dirt. Like, how aren't people considering this? But
it's
I guess.
I don't know. It's crazy just to think of it, just because, you know, everyday life is just crazy. You know, like having to wake up and then just know you're gonna go through some bullshit today. Cause
yo, I got called the N-word and a B at my job. I just quit. I won't say where, but I was just so like, you know, like, oh my God, it happened to me. It's never happened to me like in one time. He was just, and he was a white guy. And he was like, I was like, you know, like I wanted to cry because I'm like, I'm so nice.
Right.
You know, it's like if I beat your ass, I get fired. If I don't beat your ass, I'm walking away wishing that I beat your ass. Like,
look, it happened to me at a KFC and I was bothered by it. I was literally sitting, my mom business, the headphones on, bro, like causing no trouble. And this old white dude just came up to me and just said it. And I was like, well, and this white lady was like, are you okay? I was like, I'm fine, lady. I was like, I'm fine, I'm good. I just had to like grab my food and just walked out. And I was like, bro, I can't eat this shit no more. Like, I was like, man, this was crazy. Like,
like, people are so bold, but I'm like,
where's it coming from? It's a real hatred, to be honest.
Of what though? Like, what did I do to you? I was just
sitting there. Didn't even look at him. Didn't even know he was there. Minding my own business. Like, I was on Snapchat, I think. Like, I wasn't being loud. Like, I wasn't.
Just minding your own. That's crazy.
This is why I don't sit by myself in restaurants no more. I just go to Starbucks
now. I don't know. It was mind blowing for me because it's never really like happened directly like that. So I was just really like, huh.
Right? I was like, no.
Okay.
Like, I came home and told my grandparents, I was like, bro, like.
Yeah, I shared it. I shared it twice. Then I left it alone because I was like, who gives a fuck?
You know, I just sat there and was like, why didn't I just come home?
Who cares? Like, is this nigga putting money in my pocket? Like, some nigger spigger. Just
it's weird.
What can you really do? Like, that's his perspective of me. Like, there's people that feel like I'm beautiful and I'm amazing and I'm fun and I'm happy and I'm this great person. Like, fuck you, dude. Yeah, like, who are you? Who are you?
Like, you don't even know me to even say it.
The audacity to be like, no.
And to even come up to a black person and just say, like, you don't know me. What if I was strapped? Like, what if I was really...
He don't give a fuck. It was worth it to him to call you a nigger that day, apparently.
It's like, you know what? I'm taking this
like, if I was like a real nigga...
this chance.
Like, you know?
Like, you don't go to a zoo and just throw shit at a tiger, you know? You don't. You don't go to the woods and find the
like,
bear.
Motherfucking bear.
It's like throw salmon at it. You know, like, you don't do that.
Right.
You know, there's just some things you don't do.
I don't know why the bear was so angry. Like, motherfucking what?
It's like, well...
You provoked it.
You kind of threw honey at it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'll never understand it. Because, like, what if it was the flip side? Like, what if we was just walking around just calling white people honky and shit? See, white people laugh at it, though. You call a white person a cracker, they'll be the first one to be like, oh, that's funny. Like, oh, cracker. Like,
yeah, okay.
It's like, well, okay. You know, like, they just think it's a joke. They just think we're just joking with them.
Jamal, you're so funny. Fucking
like,
cracker.
It's like,
like, no, nigga.
It's like, no, I'm not joking.
I don't fuck with you. Like, at all.
I don't like it.
No, but see, and like, I'm the type of person, like, I just, I love people so much. Like, if you Chinese, you my nigga, and you Chinese, and you my nigga, teach me some of your shit, nigga. Like, let's come together.
I'm so cultured, it's ridiculous.
You know, I love other cultures. I love tapping into what other cultures have to offer, because it's like, y'all do this? It's like, yeah, we do this. Look, this is what we do. Like, really? And then, you know what I mean? And you mesh it together, and it can be like this beautiful thing. That's why it's like, you know, like I said, people have just lost sight. People have lost sight. But I just try to stay in tune, more so informed and aware. You know what I mean? So I can never not say that I didn't know. But I just take all of those frustrations out. Like, do music and poetry.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so, like, happy about this project. I'm not even really political on this project. I might save that stuff for the album. Because right now, I'm giving everybody a taste of Carroll Drive and what it is. And I'm a sucker for love. I love love. I love the feeling of being in love. And with me being a poet, you know what I mean? I experience love on so many fucking scales. I can't even go through all of it right now. Like, it's just too much. But as bad as love has hurt me, the thing that impresses me about me the most, I still found it in my heart to still love and still make time for love and appreciate love. And that is another reason why I wrote Love Jones, because Love Jones was one of my favorite movies. It's
a very slept-on movie, by the way.
Oh.
Nobody really talks about Love Jones like that.
Well, let's talk about it. Lorenz Tate and Nia Long did such a great job of just creating that, like, that need and that want for someone else. You know what I mean? Like, and they went through their trials and tribulations, and then somehow the universe brought them back together, and it was so beautiful. Like, I just love that movie. I love that movie, and there's a lot of poetry in it, and they're talking about real shit, and it's beautiful to me. And so that's how I came up with Love Jones, and just of my personal experience in love. You know, it's I create that fantasy for myself, even as an artist. Like, it's there. I love love. I love you, love. Love, you will find me. And I find love within myself. I find it within my partner. I find it within my child. I find it within family and friends. So, I mean, it's always there. You just got to take the time to sit down and really focus on where it's at and who and where it's coming from. Because I was searching for love in all the wrong places. Just trying to...
It's growing pains.
It is growing pains, for sure.
Like we're in our 20s. Like, you know.
You know? So to be 24 and know that I don't have to, like... do those things anymore that I thought were good for me when really they weren't. I'm at peace with that. Like, it's cool, you know. I'm okay with being by myself too, though. You know, if I was, you know. But it starts it comes from within you. And now I understand that. Like, you have to learn to love you first. Really, you really do, before you can love anyone else. Because I'm telling you, when I was dating, like, that was it. Like, if it was a red flag within the first, like, 2 days, like, you will not hear from me no more. Like, no, I don't like that. I don't want, you just know, like, and it's this feeling you get, like, yeah. So, Love Jones, I dropped it in October. I dropped it in October. I want to say I dropped it on the 14th of October. Yeah. We're still in October, but I you know, I keep thinking that we're in November because my birthday's on Wednesday.
Technically, this episode's gonna come out in November, so you're on the right track.
Okay, so October 14th, I dropped Love Jones, and again, just my love for the movie inspired it, and then the idea of love and creating that fantasy, not only for myself but for my listeners too, is what inspired this song. So, another great single off of Carol Drive.
And we're about to play it right now.
Okay, let's get into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sunday Night Wrap Up. We usually do the Sunday Night Slow Jam, so this kind of correlates with everything.
Okay.
Unspoken Views, Sunday Night Wrap Up by esteemed guest, great friend, great conversation. We'll come back to it after this song. Love Jones, the single off of Carol Drive, the mixtape, December 5th. That was a lot of words.
Yeah, it was.
Play the song now.
Do you have a restroom I could use?
Yes.
I'll be back.